Hey everyone, and welcome into today's video. My name is Jason, and boy do we have a jam-packed video today full of information. There is so much news to get through for this week because we have so much out. We've got earnings out on 3M, Teladoc, Neo, Tesla. We've even got Facebook. We've got some of the big blue chip companies are going to be moving, including Apple. So guys, the markets are going to be extremely volatile this week. We have a lot to talk about, a lot to prepare for, and what exactly am I going to be doing with my money this week? What am I watching and what stocks am I trying to get into? So we're going to cover all of that in today's video. All I ask in return for this video is that you go down there, smash that like button for me as always, and hit that big red subscribe button, and welcome to this family of investors. My name is Jason. So guys, I hope that you had a fantastic weekend. You are recharged and ready for today because like I said, it is going to be a volatile market. Now what am I looking for? If we come onto the charts guys, we can see that the Nasdaq is currently sitting at all-time highs. Now what am I doing about this? I'm looking for a sell-off in the Nasdaq this week. We are approaching overbought areas on the RSI, and I do think that we will have a significant pullback again at some point of 3 to 4%. Now if we are in fact to retest back onto that 100 SMA line, which does happen every couple of months, as you can see it did happen here in February and it did happen again here in December, so we are probably due for that. The Nasdaq does seem to move at very correspondence up and down, up and down. I am looking at some of those really gorgeous recovery plays, and one in particular that I am extremely bullish on is Brookfield Infrastructure. Now Brookfield Infrastructure, ticker symbol BIP, is currently sitting at around $53.75. This play is going to benefit massively from the $4 trillion plan that Joe Biden has plans to announce, obviously coming over this year. If that all does go ahead, then we are going to see a push into things like Brookfield, because they are one of the largest competitors in the world, guys, in their field of using, renewable energies. They're building bridges, they're doing so much, and we want exposure to every single market that we can inside our portfolio because it's going to help us. And industrials, again, and healthcare are set, and also banks and finance are set to do very well this year. So having that little bit of exposure to BIP is going to be a fantastic asset. Also, I believe that this company is actually holding a dividend currently as well, so that is always going to increase obviously as the share price rises. And we can see, if we look back on the charts right now, how this play has continued to run up. Is absolutely lovely. Look at that line. It is the trend is your friend, and it has completely followed up, and this is going to continue, to my belief, moving forward, because this is in a major market and they're one of the major players. So I'm looking to capitalize on this, guys. If we do in fact have another test down, we have a sell-off in the Nasdaq, and we get the opportunity to buy this as a recovery play. It's going to be a slower growth, it's not going to be one of those major growth stocks that's going to 10x over the next few years, but what it will do, guys, is it will have that really nice slow and steady growth that will balance your portfolio out along all of those high growth and tech plays. Now I'm looking to get into this around that $52 mark, especially if we come back down to test onto that 100 SMA line, which is just below the $53. So if we do in fact see a sudden sell-off in this, and we do ever get the opportunity to buy this at around $50, then I will definitely be alerting my Patreons, because this will be a very strong buy for me. Now at the weekend I did make a full video on Bitcoin, because I am currently moving some of my money over to crypto. Right now the crypto markets are super hot, and you guys really need to understand how important it is to be diversified in your portfolio, especially if you are a new investor. Having obviously exposure to different markets is going to allow you to in fact counterbalance your portfolio. So if one sector is down and you don't have all of your eggs in one basket, your entire portfolio is not going to be red. And right now the crypto markets are almost in a bubble. They are very hyped, but I do believe it's going to continue throughout the year, because it's so new and everyone seems to be very excited. We also have more stimulus potentially coming out, another 372 billion from that $4 trillion plan. So there's going to be more money being pumped into the markets, and retail investors right now still can't go out, do a lot of those sports betting and gambling. So what they're doing, they're throwing their money into crypto plays, because obviously you've got things like Safemoon and Elgongate, which are moving more than 150% in a single day, and they're just throwing the money in as a wild bet, chasing obviously all of the hype. But with hype, guys, obviously there is a lot of volatility, which can be very risky. But if you're using a very small portion of your portfolio and you know the risks, and again you have done your fundamental research through technical analysis, then you can use this to your best advantage, and you can actually get some really good opportunities in the market where you can actually buy low and you can sell high. So I have been scooping up shares of Elgongate, of Save the Planet. I will bring them up on the screen now for you. Elgongate is of course a crypto asset which I bought into Trustcoin, and that is a very small, it's almost like a penny stock, guys. It's less than 1% of my portfolio. And again, also I did buy some Save the Planet, and both of these are charity coins. So what they do is they actually donate to charities. This one is concentrating on carbon emissions, SPE, which is Save the Planet coin. And again, Elgongate choose a charity of their choice every 2 weeks, and they donate hundreds of thousands of pounds to these given charities. So I do believe that these coins could do very well in the long run once we do actually get that good news out. And again, these have only just come on the market in the last month, so I am currently placing some of my money in there. Again, you've got Safemoon, which a lot of people are saying is a scam, so I'm very skeptical obviously whether to put any of my money in. I still haven't, but I am watching it very closely. It does seem to have settled out. Now, why am I so bullish on all of these crypto assets again? Again, it's because the price of Bitcoin did in fact have another sell-off, and you can see that we have had a triple bottom. Now, how does this correspond to stocks? Well, you guys know I love Marathon Paint Group. If you have been watching this channel for the last 3 months, you know that I will talk about Marathon Paint Group in almost every single video, because there is so much money to be made in this play. Because if you look at that chart, look how volatile that is. Every time we have a push up, we have a sell off. So what I do, guys, is I always, once we do in fact get to those new areas of highs and we have seen a move of about 20%, I just take my profits out straight away. I completely sell out of my position and I wait for those pullbacks. As you can see, this has happened multiple times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times I'm drawing up on the chart. So what I'm doing is waiting for those crashes in Bitcoin, and if I go over onto the Bitcoin chart, you guys are going to see right now on the grayscale Bitcoin Trust, we can see that we have formed that triple bottom. So I do think that this has now settled. We did have a lot of bad news last week. We also had the capital gains tax, which did also influence the price of Bitcoin to come down. We also had Turkey saying that they were going to ban Bitcoin. But what this has done, guys, on Google Trends is it has accelerated the growth of Bitcoin, because now people in Turkey are searching, how can I buy Bitcoin? How can I buy Bitcoin? So what it's doing is it's actually pushing obviously that innovation platform through, and it's having a lot of curiosity, which is obviously going to put investors into a better mindset, and they're going to want to buy Bitcoin. So people are looking to buy Bitcoin right now, and because Bitcoin again is so expensive, some people like to put their money in those other plays. So if we come onto Marathon Paint Group, you can see that it's only $32 versus Bitcoin, which is obviously 42 to 47,000. So that's obviously a lot, a huge difference. And obviously we only buy fractional shares unless of course you're a millionaire and you're buying obviously tons of coins, which again, wow, amazing if you can do that. But for the majority of us, that is not what we will be doing. So I'm capitalizing by buying the shares of Marathon Paint Group, and I do believe that we have now found a bottom at that 29 cents. So I will be alerting the Patreons this week, obviously with some buy zones and also some price targets. So if you are someone that wants access to those buy and sell alerts, then be sure to join the Discord. Again, I will leave a link to the Patreon below in the description. Now, ARK Invest are extremely bullish on COINBASE, and they have been selling off a lot of those shares, the shares of Tesla, for example, and also some of those other top holders. We come over onto the next generation ETF, the ARKW. You guys can see that COINBASE is now sitting at position 18, which is almost 2%. If I come over onto the fintech, CATHY has been buying COINBASE into here, and bear in mind this has only been up less than 2 weeks, guys. COINBASE is now sitting at more than 1.19%, which is at position 30 in the ARK-F. And also if we come over into the ARK-K Innovation ETF, COINBASE is sitting at position number 16, and again this is over 2% of the portfolio. So these are some really big obviously prices for COINBASE. Cathie Wood is starting to really scoop up those shares every time we see a dip and a pullback in COINBASE. She is so bullish on crypto, and again all of the things I have just discussed is another reason why I have been buying up those shares of COINBASE. And again, I will be alerting the Patreons with some news and also some price predictions on COINBASE, because I do think this is going to be a very long-term hold in the portfolio, and it could do extremely well, especially as we are seeing that demand right now and that move and that shift of money into a lot of these volatile crypto assets. And with that, guys, I don't want to obviously make this channel a crypto channel, but I am just letting you know what I'm doing with my money, obviously, and where I'm putting another 10% of my funds in cash right now into crypto, because I really think that there is so much money to be made. And obviously with the markets being so reactive right now, and we have seen a lot of those innovation stocks kind of cool off, so I've managed to average down some of my pricing on that. I am now going to move some of my money into some of these crypto plays because they have exponential growth trajectories ahead of them. I really do believe you've got things on here like Cardano, which is meant to be, you know, a very, very volatile crypto asset. People are saying that this could reach up to $10. So that is going to be a 9x from the current share price, guys, and that's by the end of the year. So if if we do in fact see that, that is going to be absolutely enormous. So I want to also be buying some Cardano again, especially if we do have any significant pullbacks. Now I will do a separate video, because this video is getting very long, on NEO, because we do have some fantastic news on NEO, guys. I'm also going to do a separate video on ALPP, because we also have news on ALPP. I have been onto their Twitter page, and there is a lot of new information that I do want to update everyone with on this channel. And again, I will be getting some kind of updates on Palantir by the end of the week. So stay tuned for all of those videos. Go down, as always, go down and smash that like button for me, and hit that big red subscribe button. Again, if you are new, welcome to this family of investors. My name is Jason, and I hope that you guys have a fantastic week ahead in the markets. I look forward to seeing you guys back on my channel soon for some more content on investing. Ciao.